Hi there! In this part we'll learn user authentication to Firebase. So, go to Build and Authentication, press Get Started. Here we choose email and password as sign-in method. In order to allow users to sign up using their email address and password, enable these two buttons and save it. Let's create a sample user. Write here any user email and password. We have created one user manually. Now we'll learn how to create a user by our app. In the app router, I have already inserted two new register screen and login screen. By registerscreen.id, we can easily manage our navigation system. And you know about this app router class, which is explained deeply in the previous sections. So, in order to use Firebase authentication, first we add its dependency to PubSpec YAML. This is just a UI of the register screen. Now, we'll learn how to register a user to a Firebase. Let's implement it. First, we take an instance of authentication. And here I explain this text field validator. In the email field, if a user inserts nothing, this if condition checks the value and returns the email is a required error. And almost the same with password field. If it's empty or the size of the password less than 6, it returns one of the errors. But you might have a question like, when and how does the validator work actually? We call the validator to check the validation here by pressing the register button. This means a user inserts an email and a password, after that presses the register screen button. At that time the validator works. Let's test it with the emulator. And I run the project. At the moment, we set tap screen as a home screen. Instead, let's implement register screen as a home screen. And press hot restart. At the moment, these both text fields are empty. Press the register button. And as I told you, you can see the errors. So, I think the validation part is clear for you. If you have any further questions, you can ask. And let's continue the register a user. If validation part okay, we call auth.create user with email and password and insert email and password text controllers here. Instead of semicolon, use .then. This then function works only when everything is okay with validation and a user has been created on the Firebase. And inside the function, after creating a user, we can navigate the screen to login screen. We use push replacement, name it here, because we don't need to go back to register screen. It means instead we only have the login screen. Hot restart the project. And here in the main file, change the home screen to login screen. And we can go to register screen by the don't have an account button. And as you see here in the navigation part, I use it push name to navigate because we might want to go back to login screen. Here you can see back button in the app bar. So let's register a user. Type user email and password. And press register button. Now go to Firebase. Refresh the page. And here is the user we have created. Now we implement login part. It's almost the same. First, create an instance. And in the login button, now use auth.signin with email and password. And insert email password text controllers. Now, if a user types correct email and password, we navigate the page to tap screen. Save the all files. Hot restart. Let's test it. Insert the email and passwords that we created before. Congratulations! We have successfully signed in. That's all for this part. Ta-ta for now!